Hi guys, it's Angie Bell with HerballyHipTarot. How's my Herbally Hip tribe doing out there? This is for entertainment purposes only, and everything we say here is allegedly. All right, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you could hit the bell twice, give me a thumbs up, because I think you're going to like it here. Also, if you could join my other channel, My Fairy Treasures, just in case anything happens to this one, we can hop over to that one. My Fairy Treasures, clickable link below. All right, let's get into the mess that we call the U.S. Why does America okay, I had a reading the day before yesterday. And the reading wasn't actually, I can't remember what all of it was about. It wasn't actually about school shootings, about children getting shot up. But it was something about America needs to do better. Okay, we need better with protecting children when it comes to pedophiles. We need to, why has this gone on for so long? And then my guys started telling me we also need to get rid of these semi-automatic weapons and we need to protect our children. Like, why in the hell haven't we done that? Like, I'm not, like I said in that video, I'm not talking about you have a gun in your house to protect yourself. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about guns of war, okay? Mass destruction. Like when you shoot somebody with that gun, especially with that machine gun, especially a child, they can't even identify the body a lot of times, they said. That's disgusting. That's horrific. We do not need to have weapons of war on the street. When Biden had brought that legislature or that law up and they passed it that to outlaw semi-automatic weapons, gun violence went down. It went back up after, I guess, they only had that. It had an expiration date on it. Why would that have an expiration date on it? But what I thought was strange, what I thought was interesting, not strange, interesting, is the day before yesterday, it came out in the cards about we need to protect our children with these semi-automatic weapons being shot up at schools. And then yesterday it happened. I told my husband, I said, I just read on that yesterday. That is crazy. And it came out in the reading. It wasn't the subject. It just came out in the reading. So anyway, this is a question my guides told me to ask. Why does America refuse to vote in a manner that would protect their children from mass shootings and predators? Why are you voting? Why is some of America voting for people who want to keep these semi-automatic weapons on the street? Why are we voting for a president who's a predator? Well, he has been convicted by his own peers of sexually assaulting a woman. So he's a predator. And I believe he is a pedophile, allegedly. Okay, so let's find out, and then we'll do some pendulum questions. Let me write that down, pendulum questions. Okay, so let's find out what cards we should use. Clear, Spirit. Why does America refuse to vote in a manner that would protect their children from mass shootings and predators? It's kind of basic. I'm going to tell you something real quick. I'm so tired of talking about basics. We shouldn't have semi-automatic weapons on the streets. We shouldn't have elected. No one should vote for a man who has who's been convicted of sexually assaulting women and a 34-count felon. All right, let me just go on with this. Okay, so Spirit, should I use, for that question I just asked, should I use Mystic Black Rose? No. Clear. Spirit, should I use Gypsy Oracle? No. Clear. Spirit, should I use Mystic Red Rose Oracle? No. Clear. Spirit, should I use Twin Flame Awakened Path Tarot? No. Clear. Spirit, should I use Into Tarot? No. Clear. Should I use What Lies Beneath? Yes. Okay. All right. So we will use What Lies Beneath. Bam. And let me shuffle and I'll be right back. There was something else I was going to make a comment on. Oh, I had done a two things. Ketanji Brown. Sorry, you guys. I had the Orange Ministers picture up there instead of Ketanji Brown's. I changed that. I had put Ketanji Brown's picture up there, and it looked like it got switched, or it never switched. I don't know what happened. So I switched the picture. Number two, a couple people were commenting. Ketanji Brown, she would never comment on anything. Anything like came up in that reading, about the stolen election or about the Epstein files. She would never comment on that. They're not allowed to do things like that. I almost started. I'm not trying to be mean and laugh, but come on. These Supreme Court justices, we know two of them, Thomas and the other one, I can't think of his name right now. They get payoffs all the time, and they don't even care that everybody knows they get payoffs. Thomas, the black dude over here, also, he was, remember he had a whole case against him before he became a Supreme Court justice because he was sexually harassing this woman. This Supreme Court, not the Dems, but the Republican part, voted for the Orange Menace to have basically do what the hell he wants and get away with it. Okay, so for the comment to be made, that's not the way it's supposed to be. We're not in that realm anymore. Okay, this man has broken every law, done everything under the sun that is horrific. We're not playing. We're basically under prison rules right now. Okay, it ain't the same rules. So I don't know why some people feel the need to keep spouting off about this isn't the way it's done. Again, as I've said 20 million times, is it normal to have a 34 count felon / sexual assaulter as a president? Impeached twice, put babies in cages, was accused over 20 times of sexually assaulting women, and is highly suspected, which I think he is, a pedophile. So we're playing under prison rules. It's not the same thing anymore, guys. So anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Let me shuffle these cards. Okay, so again, why does America refuse to vote in a manner that protects their children from mass shootings and predators? I personally don't understand why you vote for Republicans, because they're not protecting you from predators and they're not protecting your children from mass shootings. Democrats have tried to come up with laws to protect from predators and from mass shootings. We're not trying to elect no Donald Trump, okay? A predator. All right, let me. I've already been talking 8 minutes. Let me get on with this reading. Somebody is going to know they effed up. Well, right now, I feel that okay, that answers my question. There are people in this country who do feel like they've messed up. A lot of people who voted for the Orange Menace or who voted Republican, period. Their kids are getting shot, and these sexual predators are for real. We have one in the White House, allegedly. Don't want to hear it. This is saying a lot of adults want to not hear it. They just want to ignore it. It's a lot easier to ignore that your president is a predator. It's a lot easier to ignore and try to protect guns because you want to keep your gun. So there's some people just it's not comfortable for them to deal with situations, so they just ignore them, even if it's harming their children. Strange, horrible. Divorce, breaking contract. What is this? Okay, again, this is a lot of Republicans and MAGA who voted for the Orange Menace, who voted for Republicans, and they want a divorce. They're seeing the results of their vote. Even though he stole the election, he still got votes. A situation is about to explode. SH is about to pop off in flames. So there's another situation coming up, whether it's about a pedophile or it's another school shooting. Lord help us. Total drama. That's what the Republicans offer, is just drama. BS, drama. They need to be taking action, but all they hand us is drama. That's it. Lies and drama. Because all they care about is control, not helping the people, not helping the country, helping themselves, and having control. That's it. It's disgusting. In the United States right now, of course, there's a lot of fear and worry about shootings anywhere, okay? These mass shootings, I'm talking specifically right now about children and the schools. But what I don't understand is why the Republicans want to not do anything about the semi-automatic weapons. I mean, it's not just your children, also yourself. You could go to the grocery store and someone could come and shoot it up with a semi-automatic weapon. Would it stop all shootings? No. But you know what? We already did it once with Biden. It would bring them down, at least. Again, a lot of MAGA, a lot of Republicans, because of these two situations we're talking about, want to throw him away. Trash. Throwing away, getting rid of, tossing him out. Okay, I'm going to ask, is the situation that's about to explode, is that the Orange Menace being removed, or is that another shooting? Let's find out. We'll ask her that in a second. Well, I think this answers it. Bank failure. This is the White House. White House failure. That whole cabinet, that whole White House, failure. Removed. Why also? Because of it says Tantric SEX on this card. Epstein files. Fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. So what I'm getting is that there are a lot of either Republicans, MAGAs, or independents who voted for the Orange Menace. They're sorry they did it, and now they're fighting for what they love, okay, and claiming what's theirs. They're starting to see the light. I didn't think this is how this reading was going to go, but thank God it is. Okay, and this whole reading right now is setting the record straight. People are starting to wake the hell up and realize we got a problem with pedophiles in this country, and we got a problem with people shooting up schools with semi-automatic weapons. And not just schools, grocery stores, Walmarts. Well, Walmart is a grocery store. Churches, restaurants, bars. It don't matter. Parades. We can go on and on. Clear spirit. The card. This card here, a situation is about to explode. Is this about the Orange Menace? Yes, thank God it's not about another shooting. Clear spirit. Is this about another mass school shooting? No. Okay. So this is about the Orange Menace. Spirit, is this about the Orange Menace being removed from office? Yes. Okay. So that's the situation that's about to explode. Thank goodness. Okay. All three of these cards, I believe, are referring to the removal of the Orange Menace. Clear spirit. Are all three of these cards talking about the removal of the Orange Menace from office? Yes. Clear. Spirit, are there a larger number of Republicans, MAGAs, and independents who want the Orange Menace removed? Yes. Clear. Spirit, are they sorry that they voted for him? Yes. Let's see. Clear. Spirit, are lots of them sorry they voted for him because of the pedophilia and also because of not protecting their children from mass shootings? Yes. Okay. So just to confirm, Spirit, this card here, knowing they effed up, is that the Republicans, MAGA, and Independents? Yes. Okay. So, well, thank goodness. People are starting to realize that they voted the wrong way. Okay. We voted for a pedophile. We voted for someone who's not going to do anything about our children being shot in schools. We voted for somebody who likes to steal elections. I mean, people are really waking up and realizing it. I'm glad. This is a great reading. I didn't think this reading was going to go this way. Beautiful. I absolutely loved it. Okay. Let's do a few of your pendulum questions. Okay. Clear. Spirit, was the Orange Menace and Epstein partners in the human trafficking abuse? Were they partners? Yes. So they were more than he was. Orange Menace looked like Orange Menace was more than just a customer. Clear. Spirit, to confirm, the Orange Menace was more than just a customer. Yes. Okay. Okay. Clear. Spirit, the Orange Menace's removal is the first reason the Steele and secondly the Epstein files. Is this why he will be removed? In that order? Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm going to ask this question. I'm not really sure why the person's asking it, but I'll ask it. Clear. Spirit, was Muskrat offered a financial deal by the Orange Menace? It is just shaking. Now, the financial deal, I don't know if they're fighting back and forth. The financial deal is for Muskrat to have his contract. So I'm not sure where that's all at. And obviously, neither does the pendulum or the spirit. It's in flux. Okay. All right, you guys, that is it for this one. Just 1 second. Okay, there we go. 1 second. I just got to mark some things off and highlight some others. Marking off and highlighting is how I keep track of what I've done, what I haven't done, what I need to do. Okay, you guys, that's it for this one. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up, comments, questions, leave them below. Anything you want me to read on, leave it below. Join my channel, please. My other channel, My Fairy Treasures, just as a precaution. Do something to make yourself happy today. Love, peace, and happiness. And I will talk to you guys in just a little bit. Bye, guys.